Hello, welcome to part 2 in this video series. So in part 1, I talked about discovering yourself, self-awareness and acceptance, accepting yourself for who you are to attract the right man. And I'm sure that if you implement what we talked about, you'll be able to attract the person of your dream. And let's assume you've attracted someone, and there's someone in your life and you are in a happy relationship, but now you are worried. How do you keep this man? How do you get him to commit to you to end in a happy forever, in a happy forever after? Now, this is where a lot of ladies get stuck. It is common to see a relationship that is going well, it's enviable, and everything looks great. And everyone is anticipating, waiting for these guys to come invite them for their wedding. And all of a sudden, you see the lady is alone and the man is getting married to someone else. And it happens, and we attribute it to certain things which may not even be the cause, and then she goes on to another one and it happens again and it happens again, and then we begin to attribute spiritual causes and making other things responsible. But in a nutshell, sometimes, though it could be spiritual, but on most times on a normal basis it could just be a knowledge gap which the ladies don't have about the men. You know that if you don't have adequate knowledge on an issue, most times you suffer for it because knowledge is power. So, how do you get to know the man that is the right fit for you in a relationship? That is the first thing to do after you've known yourself. That is why I talked about knowing yourself first, knowing your strengths and weaknesses, and accepting yourself and working on your area of weaknesses. When you know yourself, you don't just go into a relationship with anybody. You know your temperament. You know the temperament that will not blend with your own, and you know the one that will blend with your own. So you will be able to choose right. And then when you've chosen right, it is not even a guarantee that the right person will go all the way with you to lock it down in marriage. So what do you do? You need to know the character of men, their communication pattern. What yes means to a lady may be a no to a man. What good means to a lady may mean something else to a man. So you need to know how men behave. For instance, for a lady, when she is emotionally depressed or she is emotionally stressed, she will need a closer intimacy, or she will need to get closer to whoever she is involved with in order to feel better. But on the side of the men, sometimes they need to withdraw into their shell, into their cave, to be able to get out of that emotional stress. So sometimes when this happens, a lady not having that understanding will begin to panic and will begin to overcompensate, will begin to try to mother him out of, to become a mother to him, to nurse him out of whatever she felt he's going through. And then she begins to act in a way that men look at and call desperados, and they begin to think that she's desperate to get married, she's insecure, and then it begins to send the wrong signal. And then the man, when he interacts with another lady who doesn't pay so much attention, he gets naturally attracted to her because he feels that when he needs to withdraw, she won't panic, she won't become worried and desperate. And then the nice lady loses out to the one who is not as nice in her own estimation. So it is very important for every woman to understand certain attributes of men so that they will be able to relate well. So in the next series, in the next video, I'm going to talk to us about how to harness the knowledge of yourself and that of the man to be able to find a happy and long-lasting relationship. So I will see you in the next video.